Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me in another video. So as you can tell based on the title, today we are talking about Kendall Jenner and her interpretation of this model off-duty style. When we say model off-duty, it's usually a style or an aesthetic that refers to casual or more relaxed fashion worn by models when they're not working the runways and they're not in front of the camera. In the past, it was a term used to describe the model's real or more authentic sense of personal everyday fashion style. When these models aren't working for their professional gigs, this is what they want to wear. When we think about models, especially I want to say in the 90s, we saw this style, this model off-duty style really become more so widely documented with the looks of Kate Moss to Naomi Campbell. And what's so fascinating about this is to see how these women, the women that have absolute access to anything and everything when it comes to fashion, this is what they truly wear. This is their authentic style, and this is why it's so fascinating. When we think about the big models of today, Kendall Jenner, the Hadids, Emily Ratajkowski, Kaya Gerber, etc., you know the names of a lot of these very famous models. What is the everyday wear of these models? Due to like paparazzi culture, celebrity culture, as well as reality TV, there is greater interest in what these women are wearing. I think in the past, what would have been perhaps a more true, authentic representation of these models' quote-unquote personal style due to brand deals, it's really hard to figure out what is actually organic, what is this person's true personal style, and what is a paparazzi planned photo. In addition to that, every look, these major figures in fashion, they almost always have a fashion stylist behind them. Stylists aren't just for those special red carpet, exclusive events. Every moment for many of these young women, they are photographed, and it's continuously been a way for a lot of these brands to be exposed. And of course, this is nothing new, right? Paparazzi photos, I remember growing up in the 2000s, especially with the era of it bags, you would see your favorite celebrity wearing Louis Vuitton, and you know, they may just be wearing some type of athleisure tracksuit or something, but they're wearing their designer bag. But now I feel in today's very hyper online age, there is this very high level of off-duty style that has become a more sophisticated type of marketing. And this concept of everyday luxury we saw explored in the latest Balenciaga show, where LA models were wearing these paper bags from Erewhon. I'm totally not familiar with this store. Obviously, I'm not this customer. It's a very expensive grocery store in LA. And most notably, Bottega Veneta's paparazzi campaign. And I think this is a very timely ad. This from Hypebeast model Kendall Jenner also appears in the campaign, seeing her dog-friendly paparazzi pictures transformed into high fashion portraits. She walks pyro in a floor-length trench coat, steadily cruising in fuzzy green outerwear and relaxed jeans that form the ideal model off-duty uniform. And I thought this was so interesting because, to be honest, I'm not somebody that really follows the Kardashians. Like, I really don't follow the Kardashians. I've never seen their show, with the extent of, there's a viral moment that gets spread on social media. That's kind of the extent of what I see with this family, but it really is undeniable that the Kardashians, the Jenners, they're kind of everywhere in fashion. So you just can't escape them. We see these fashion sisters pretty much everywhere, be it in the realm of handbags or fashion. So I thought we would talk today about Kendall Jenner's off-duty style. And while each of them, they kind of have their own styles, I think Kendall has really leaned into this model off-duty aesthetic. And while she will be walking the runway, and while we'll see her in ad campaigns, I think this is actually what we are starting to see her style be known for more than anything. And I also think why the Bottega Veneta campaign was so appropriate for casting her, because she has almost become this embodiment of this style. The key points when it comes to model off-duty style, obviously one is this emphasis of casual basics. The style often gravitates towards simple, comfortable basics, be it jeans, t-shirts, casual dresses. Here we have Kendall Jenner wearing these Kate Danielle jeans, this crewneck shirt, loafers from the row, and then she's wearing this very luxurious suede trench, the Poseidon trench from the row, and a park tote from the row. It's very extremely casual, but also very expensive and timeless. Another aspect of this model off-duty aesthetic is looking effortless effortlessly chic. The overall looks tend to be effortlessly put together. You're mixing both very casual but stylish pieces in a way that appears very easy and natural. Here we have Kendall Jenner and Phoebe Philo. She's wearing the scarf jacket, and I think in particular this scarf jacket is sort of embodies sort of the seamlessness of her style. It's like one less step in terms of getting dressed, but it's also in many ways like an essential part of an outfit. I don't know how essential it is in LA at this time. And of course this look, which is seemingly effortlessly chic, behind it is a celebrity stylist. Kendall Jenner worked with celebrity stylist Danny Michelle. Another aspect of Kendall Jenner's model off-duty aesthetic is, I would say, she has more of a minimal aesthetic. We often see very clean lines, neutral colors, a minimalistic approach when it comes to accessories. This is very common of model off-duty style that we would see in the 90s. And here we have Kendall Jenner wearing this Bottega Veneta, it looks like spring summer 2024, this beautiful cape coat. In love with this. She's wearing the row kitten heels. There's definitely that less is more philosophy here. And I don't think all models, they do this, right? When I think about someone like Bella Hadid, her style I would not say is very minimal. Like, she'll often embrace very eclectic elements, colors, vintage fashion. Whereas I think Kendall definitely does take on a less is more approach with her model off-duty styles. And of course, Kendall Jenner doesn't only wear this. I'm just speaking about sort of these paparazzi off-duty photo moments. Of course, when she's on a red carpet or going to the Met Gala, she will wear something more elaborate, out there, but I think she's really leaning into this model off-duty aesthetic that was popularized in the 90s, and I think she's a lot of these quiet luxury brands and potential partnerships. I'm not 100% sure, but at least with Bottega Veneta we know for sure this has become her style. This is what I think she's becoming more and more known for. Another thing that we're seeing heavily with Kendall Jenner's model off-duty aesthetic is comfortable footwear. Now, often models, they're gonna opt for comfortable but also stylish footwear, be it sneakers, ankle boots, flat shoes, maybe a lower heel or a chunkier heel. It looks like here, I don't know if these are Birkenstocks. I do know that this coat is from the Row Spring Summer 2024. She's wearing the Margot bag. It either could be those Boston Birkenstocks or it could be the ones from that collection from the Row. It is very much in line with that model off-duty style, emphasizing comfortable shoes. Another element of Kendall Jenner's model off-duty style is effortless hair and makeup. Now, hair and makeup are usually kept very simple, natural, which contribute to this very relaxed vibe. When we see Kendall Jenner in this Bottega Veneta ad, here she is with this oversized sweater, these sock boots, her hair strategically pulled back with the sunglasses. There's that shopping bag that looks like it's a shopping bag, but it's leather, and then we have it layered. This very pared back hair and makeup. And lastly, the final point I want to make is how Kendall Jenner really mixes high and low fashion. For the most part, it's very, very high fashion. At the same time, it looks like it could be something you could perhaps buy at like a Banana Republic or a Massimo or something like that. It doesn't have to be the Row. Unless you're really up close and touching the suede, you may not know the difference. With Kendall Jenner, we often see her blend very high-end designer pieces with also affordable everyday items to create kind of this balance of high and low fashion. It's accessible in many ways. Here she's wearing Levi's. While there are those high quality investment pieces from the Row, these items like jeans or cotton t-shirts, they could be from brands like Khaite, but you could probably simply easily go to Levi's. Of course, 9 times out of 10, if she's gonna wear a leather bag, it's gonna be from the Row or Bottega or something of that sort. So here we have this combination of something that is both high and low at the same time. In conclusion, Kendall Jenner's style emphasizes comfort, simplicity, and that kind of effortlessly chic or cool vibe. Yet the greatest irony is how these very effortless looks are very much perfected by these high-profile celebrity stylists. They're probably like, why doesn't she just dress herself? Why doesn't she go shopping? And I think she's just a very high-profile figure. Obviously, paparazzis are taking photos of her on the regular, using a high-profile celebrity stylist like Danny Michelle, who knows the brand she personally likes to wear. And these celebrity stylists, they tailor these looks to embody the style that these celebrities want to project to the public. For instance, Hailey Bieber, who Danny Michelle also styles, she's an ambassador for YSL. You'll see Danny Michelle put her in YSL a lot versus Kendall Jenner, who at least we know know, is an ambassador for Bottega Veneta. But I think it's so interesting how Kendall Jenner has really embodied this kind of style that became very popular in the 90s. This very laid back but still fashionably cool look. Definitely think there are some key takeaways. While you may not have a celebrity stylist and brands like the Row and Bottega Veneta, it's just too much. I do think concepts like high-low dressing, comfortable footwear, casual basics can really be worn by anyone. And what I think is very interesting, while Kendall Jenner definitely is one of the biggest models, right? To me personally, I think some of the best off-duty looks are from figures like Princess Diana, who is very heavy on sportswear, or how Carolyn Bessette Kennedy would just wear loose-fitting shirts and flip-flops, to here we have Pat Cleveland wearing a Mickey Mouse shirt. I think there are ways at which we can take Kendall Jenner's approach, which has almost in a way become a formula for her, and put our own personal touches on it. And I think that's kind of the key thing when we look at how these women really added their own signatures to their off-duty style. While I think Kendall Jenner, yes, she's definitely a model in her own right, one of the biggest models, she has created this formula, and I think her stylist knows her to a T. The fact that Bottega Veneta has a whole campaign around this, I think speaks to Kendall Jenner's off-duty aesthetics. But when we look at these women from the past, I think there's also what we can learn from this off-duty aesthetic. We can put our own personal spin on it. There's something very rooted in their own comfort, but their own like instincts as well. And while you could truly just copy and paste Kendall Jenner's wardrobe, I think adding those things like a Mickey Mouse shirt or your favorite sports team, or you know, something like that, I think will make it feel more authentic and true to you. So yes, that is my video. Thank you so much for joining me in another one, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.